Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass at Making Money. It's a book that asks a pretty bold question. What if the only thing standing between you and a whole lot more money is, well, you? Okay, so let's just start with a core idea from Sincero. Our relationship with money is complicated. It's a complete mess, right? It's loaded with desire and shame and so much weirdness that it's a wonder we can even manage to talk about it, let alone feel good about making more of it. So why all the weirdness? Well, Sincero makes this brilliant comparison. Money, she says, is a lot like sex. Think about it. We're all supposed to be great at it, but nobody ever really teaches us how. And you're definitely not supposed to talk about it in polite company. And it's that secrecy, that silence, that is the source of so much of our financial anxiety.
And this all leads to the book's biggest, most powerful idea. And you gotta lean in for this one. Your financial reality, it isn't some fixed, concrete thing. It's actually make-believe. It's a story you've been telling yourself for years. And the best part? You're the author, which means you can write a whole new story.
To really drive this point home, Sincero tells this amazing story from when she was a kid on a trip to Italy. Picture this. Her dad brings out a plate of these, mysterious deep-fried circles. He's pushing her to try one, but she's super suspicious. She wants to know what it is first. The whole family is just watching her, kind of laughing. It feels like a total dare. So finally, they trick her. They convince her she's about to eat fried worms. She takes this tiny, hesitant bite, and her body instantly reacts. She literally gags. But here's the twist. It was just calamari.
And that story just perfectly captures the book's entire message, right? Our beliefs literally create our physical reality. If you believe you're eating worms, you gag. So, what happens when you believe that money is evil or that you're just bad with money? Yep. Your bank account reacts in exactly the same way. The story in your head is way more powerful than any external fact.
Okay, so if our beliefs are creating our reality, the very first step has to figuring out which ones are holding us back. Sincero uses this really powerful term for it. We need to decriminalize money and ourselves.
All right, take a look at this list. As you read through them, how many sound familiar? Sincero calls these our BS stories, and we've been soaking them up our entire lives. Things like you can't be rich and spiritual, or that rich people are all selfish jerks. These beliefs get so deep inside us that we don't even realize they're the ones driving our financial decisions. So how do you actually change all that? You start by rewriting the script. You literally find that unhelpful thought that's been playing on a loop in your head, and you flip it. Even if saying I am a badass at making money feels totally fake at first, just the act of saying it starts to shift your energy. It opens you up to brand new possibilities. There's this perfect metaphor for how we cling to these old junk beliefs. It's the monkey trap. You might know this one. Hunters put a banana inside a box with a hole just big enough for a monkey's hand to slide in. The monkey reaches in, grabs the banana. But now, with its fist clenched around the banana, its hand is too big to pull out. It's trapped. The monkey could be free in an instant, but it just won't let go of the banana. Our limiting beliefs are that banana. We are only trapped because we refuse to let go. Freedom is literally just one decision away.
In that act of letting go, it's not some passive thing. It is a powerful, conscious decision. And this right here is the heart of Sincero's whole solution. You have to build a badass money mindset. And it all starts with one unwavering commitment. And this isn't just some casual, yeah, I'd like to have more money kind of thought. No. This is a firm, 100% committed decision that basically sends a flare up to the universe saying, you are serious. You got to get super clear on why you want the money, the deep emotional stuff. Then you have to take actions that absolutely terrify you. And finally, you have to hold this unwavering faith that what you want isn't just possible, it's already on its way. A perfect real-world example of this? A young, totally broke Jim Carrey. Long before he was a household name, he'd drive his beat-up old car up to Mulholland Drive, look out over all of Los Angeles, and just visualize his success.
But he took it one giant step further. He actually wrote himself a check for $10 million. for acting services rendered.
And he post-dated it 3 years in the future. He kept that check in his wallet every single day. And what happened? Just before that date came up, he signed his deal for Dumb and Dumber and was paid, you guessed it, $10 million. His absolute, unwavering decision and his faith literally created his reality.
Okay, so making that powerful decision is step one. But to protect it, you have to build an environment that actually supports it. Because as Centura points out, who and what you surround yourself with has a huge impact on your reality.
Want to see this in action? Try this little exercise from the book. Think of the 5 people you hang out with the most. Now, average their incomes. I know, it's a little awkward, but chances are your income is right smack in the middle of that average. It's a pretty sobering reminder that your environment defines what you believe is normal and what you believe is possible for yourself.
So if you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your circle. Now, this doesn't mean you have to ditch all your friends and family, not at all. It just means you have to change how you engage with them. Stop sharing your biggest, scariest dreams with the naysayers. Lead by example instead. And then you have to consciously go out and find your new tribe, the ass kickers, as she calls them, who are going to cheer you on. All right, so you've changed your beliefs, you've started to change your environment. There's one last step that ties it all together. And this goes way beyond just money. This is about unleashing your own unique, intrinsic value into the world.
Sincero tells this incredible story about the artist Prince. It's the early 80s and he's opening for the Rolling Stones. He walks out on stage wearing a trench coat and bikini briefs. And the crowd just loses it. They hated it. They didn't just boo, they were throwing things at him. So in that moment, he had a choice, right? He could conform, give the crowd what they wanted, or he could double down on his own wild, unique genius. And he made his decision right then and there. He would never be anyone's opening act ever again.
And that story, that is the ultimate message of this book. Real wealth isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It comes from owning your self-worth as completely and unapologetically as Prince owned his. It's knowing that your unique gifts, your you-ness, aren't just valuable, they're essential. You are here to share that with the world. And that brings us to the final and maybe most important question the book leaves us with. Those things you truly desire. I'm not talking about what you think you should want, but those deep, nagging callings of your heart. They were given to you for a reason. They're little clues to your purpose. So the only question left to ask is, will you have the audacity to actually go after them?